know. It's just very hard when you get pressured to be married and have kids, and you out here living your best life, not even worried about that kind of stuff right now. I don't know.
Come around with that rah-rah, we leave you dead on the cement. With the game, we ain't playing fair. Matter of fact, we don't play it all. OG was in the air, but we better run till we smoke it all. Button on the front, boy, you better fall. We don't kill them dead, we don't kill them all. Might spend a 10 when I'm in the mall. I was on the beam with it in my drum.
Hi guys, it's me, Demi, back with another video. Today I want to talk about kids. Like, in my life, I feel like a lot of people try to like pressure me, especially at my age, because I am about to be 27. And you know, people are kind of looking at you like, okay, you're almost 30, you know, where's the husband, where's the kids, what are you doing? And it's like, first of all, I'm still working on myself, okay? I don't have time for no kids right now. Like, I really don't. Like, I mean, if I had a kid, I would obviously make adjustments. That's a given. But like, I mean, like, it's in general, like, why would I put myself in a position to have a kid when I'm not mentally ready to have a kid? I'm not physically ready to have a kid. Financially, I'm not ready to have a kid. So I was just thinking, like, I wonder how other people handle the situation of like being pressured to like have kids, because it's very frustrating, especially like when your parents be looking at you like, hello, where's the kids, where's the grandkids, we need a husband, where? And it's like, I mean, I can't really do nothing about it. Like, I can't make a man propose to me, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what? I have no control over who wants to marry me, because I'm not having any kids out of wedlock. So it's just like, what am I supposed to do? I can't do nothing about it. But yeah, I just want to talk about having kids in general, because it's like, I know a lot of people, they're not very honest about how they feel about them having a kid. I know some people regret having their kids, even though they love their kids to death and whatever, but I know a lot of people regret having their kids in the first place. So I just want to like think about like, how do people deal with that kind of stuff? Like, I just want to know how people deal with that, because I know for me, if I had a kid and regretted the kid after, I would be very depressed. So I just wanted to know, like, how do people deal with regretting having their kid when the kid's already here? I guess you can't, it's one of those things where you can't really do anything about it. You just have to deal with it. Just do it, I guess. And then the flip side to that, I know there's parents out there that like, they really wanted their kids and are happy they have them. They wouldn't change anything for the world and blah, blah, blah. So it's just like, I guess it depends on what kind of person you are. And at this point in my life, I really don't know what kind of person I am as far as having kids is concerned. Like, I know for a fact I would be a great mom. Like, I would bend over backwards for my kids. I would kill somebody for my kids if I had to. But like, I wouldn't just set out for that to be a goal of mine, to have kids. Like, honestly, being married is not even my end goal. Like, it'll be great. It'll be very nice to be married and happy and healthy marriage with some kids. That'd be great. Like, honestly, don't want any more than 2 kids anyway. So if we just had like 1 or 2 kids and we was married, like, cool. But like, that's not my end goal of my life. It's just, I'm not setting out to make sure I get married and have kids. That's not my major goal. So I was just wondering, just like, how many other people are being pressured to have kids? And if they are, how are they dealing with it if they don't have any kids and if they're not married and they're just enjoying their single life with no kids, no husband or no wife, and they're just like out here minding their business and getting money and just being single and happy. I don't know. And then there's another thing, like, I talked to a lot of older people, and I was talking to this one lady in particular, and she was just saying like, oh, well, you don't want kids, that's weird that you don't want kids, or you're not thinking about having kids because who's gonna take care of you when you get older? And I'm like, so that's the only reason why you had kids, is because you want somebody to take care of you when you get older? Like, you don't think that's selfish? Because I think that's pretty selfish, honestly. That's very selfish. So, oh, I'm gonna pop out a kid so I can have somebody take care of me when I get older. How does that make any sense? Like, I feel like it's selfish. Like, some people try to say it's selfish to have to not want to have kids and to not have kids. But then on the other side, I think it's selfish to have kids for a personal gain or a personal reason that doesn't even make any sense. It's not even fair. Like, is it even fair to have a kid? Because the world out there is pretty sick and it's hard. Like, life is pretty hard most times. So like, why would you put another human being through what you are going through or what somebody else might go through or whatever? I don't know. I just think it's very selfish to have a kid just because you think, oh, somebody has to take care of me when I get older. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense to me. And I asked her, I was like, so you think that's the only reason why people should have kids? Like, is that why you had kids? Is because you wanted somebody to take care of you when you got older? And she was just like, no, that's not what I meant. I'm just saying, like, that's one good factor about having kids, because you have somebody take care of you when you get older. I'm like, okay, so what are the other good factors about having kids? She's like, well, they're a joy to be around, and they're great to take care of, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, I don't know. I can see both sides. Like, I can see how kids can be a joy, but I can also see how they can be a pain in the ass. Trust me, because I got the pain in the ass side, because I got little brothers and they be acting crazy sometimes. So I be seeing the sides where it's just like, ah. But I don't know. I don't feel like having kids is the worst thing in the world, but I don't feel like it's the best decision for certain people either. Like, and like, everybody does not need to be a parent, okay? Because some people are crazy, they irresponsible, they lazy, neglectful, abusive, anything. Like, some parents don't need to be parents, like, at all. Some people do not need to have kids at all. And that's another topic that I'm very passionate about. I hate when people that are very irresponsible and very abusive have kids. I just don't like it. And I don't mean just physical abuse. It could be physical, sexual, emotional, like any of that, psychological abuse, any type of abuse. I don't like it. I wish people didn't have kids, especially if they didn't know how to deal with their child on a mental level and not manipulate them or do whatever else to them and try to scare them and make like the whole I need my kids to fear me type of thing. That's a whole nother video. But just in general, just in my opinion, I feel like having kids can be a very special thing. I just feel like it has to be under the right circumstances. But what are the right circumstances to have kids? We don't know. Like, what's a good reason to have a kid? Obviously, to populate the earth, cool. But other than that, for your personal reasons, what is a good personal reason to have a kid besides, oh, I need somebody to take care of me when I get older? I feel like that's a stupid reason to have a kid. So you pretty much just birth and raise a slave. Like, you want somebody to slave over you and take care of you when you get older. And don't you think that's a little bit backwards? Because first of all, your parents had you and took care of you, and now you're getting older. Now you think that somebody's supposed to take care of you again? Like, you was already taken care of by your parents. You was raised by your parents. Why you need to be taken care of again by somebody else that you brought into the world? They didn't ask to be here. They don't owe you anything. They didn't ask you to be here. You brought them here. Nobody told you, oh, hey, you have to have a kid. You have to do it now. Nobody said that. You decided to have this kid on your own. So it's just like, I don't know. I just think it's very selfish. But what do I know? I'm only 26. It feels like people are looking at you like you're not doing enough. Like, oh, okay, you got your little job off the ground or career off the ground. You're in school. You're doing this, that, and the third for yourself. You're coming up, you know, doing the best you can for yourself. Now you need to add a husband or whatever to the mix, or a wife to the mix. And it's just like, I have no control over my dating life, to be honest. Like, you have somewhat of control of your dating life, but not really. Like, sometimes people just don't want to ask you out. Some people just don't want to talk to you. Some people, y'all don't click well together. Like, you can't control the outcome of the dating life. Everybody's not lucky enough to get married when they're 19 and be in love for 30 extra years after that. That don't happen for everybody. Some people have multiple partners throughout their life because it just don't work out all the time. So, I don't know. It's just like a lot of pressure. Like, you should have kids. You should get married because your life is not going to be fulfilled if not. But then it's like there's studies out there that says like, oh, well, studies show that people that are single with no kids are the happiest people. because they can do what they want, they can go where they want, when they want, how they want, and they don't have nobody to account for but themselves, and they don't have to worry about a partner like, oh, let me grab my boyfriend or my husband something to eat or something. Like, I can just worry about what I want to do at the time, and it's just like freedom. So there's like pros and cons of being single and in a relationship. There's also pros and cons of having kids and not having kids. So I don't know. I just feel like, because I'm young, I think it's because I'm young, why I don't feel like I would be fulfilled if I had kids. Maybe when I get older, maybe I will feel like I needed that. But right now, since I'm young, I don't care. Like, I'm just like, I'm living my best life at this point. I don't know. I don't care. But I can see myself getting older and being like, man, I wish I had kids. Or, man, I wish I whatever. Like, but I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm never going to have kids. I'm kind of on the fence about it. Like, I'm not really sure what I want to do. I don't know. Because like I said, kids are a pain in the ass sometimes, and like you just want to be free from your kids. Like, I know it's like some of my friends that are parents, they try to find anybody they can to dump their kid off on real quick because they don't want to deal with them for that day because they just getting on their nerves or whatever, which is totally understandable. But at the same time, if you have a kid, that's what your kid, like, that's what kids do. You had a kid, you got to deal with the consequences of having a kid, good and the bad. You got to take all of it with the kid, just like a relationship. Get in a relationship, you got to take the good and the bad with the relationship. It's what it is. But I don't know. It's just hard for me to like make a decision about if I want kids or not, because first of all, I don't even have a husband yet. So it's like, I'm not having no kids out of wedlock. That's not happening. So like, maybe I'll change my mind once I get married. Maybe when I get married, maybe I would feel more inclined to have kids. But like, I don't know. I can see myself wanting to have kids after I got married. But right now, I feel like I don't want kids because I'm not married. And I'm not even in a relationship to even be thinking about any of that right now. But yeah, I don't know. It's just very hard when you get pressured to be married and have kids, and you out here living your best life, not even worried about that kind of stuff right now. I don't know. It's just weird. And I feel like there's a disproportionate like pressure on women than men to have kids. Like, I feel like men are encouraged to be single and be the bachelor and be like out here playing the field and dating multiple women and being a player and all that. And then like girls, women, we're just like, oh, well, you need to settle down. You're almost 30. You're 30, 33, and you ain't had no kids yet. You're not even married and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, why are you putting so much pressure on women? Like, first of all, we don't have no control over what man proposes to us. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word. We don't have control over what man, or if a man will propose to us. Like, we don't have control over any of that. Like, so like, what? Why are you putting pressure on us? Put pressure on the man. Tell the man to go propose to somebody, and maybe you get what you want. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, what? This is very frustrating because it's like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. And I feel like I said, I feel like when people have kids, a lot of people regret their kids and they don't even want their kids, to be honest. I don't know. It just seemed like it. You can tell when somebody is really into being a mom or really into being a dad versus when they really don't care. They just taking care of the kids. The kid is there and they ain't got no choice. But like, if they had a choice, they probably wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it again. They wouldn't have that kid. But they're not gonna say that, obviously, because the kid's sitting right there and they don't want the baby to feel, or the kid to feel some type of way. But I don't know. It's just weird to me. The whole having kids thing is weird to me. All the pressure people put on you to have kids is weird to me. It's so weird. Because I feel like even like your life can still be fulfilling without kids though. So I don't understand like what the big deal is. And why people don't let other people live. Like, people that don't have kids get a lot of pressure from people that do have kids. They be like, well, I got kids and I feel like it's great. I have so much fun with my kids, blah, blah, blah. But they don't tell you all the bullshit they go through when they have a kid. They don't tell you none of that stuff. They just want you to have a kid. And I feel like part of that is like misery love company, or maybe they really are genuinely happy with their kids and they want you to experience it. I don't know. I can't really tell. I can't tell who's being genuine at this point when it comes to kids. I don't know. You just gotta experience it for yourself, I guess. Yeah, I think that is all I wanted to cover so far. yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, so you guys leave a comment down below in the comment section. Like my video, share it if you want to, and then please subscribe to my channel, please. I'm begging you. But but yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.